what's going on, you guys? Mr. Bunny1235 here again. I know this classic album review is kind of out of nowhere, but I had a subscriber who really wanted me to talk about this album, and I finally listened to it the whole way through tonight, and I thought, I might as well do it now while it's on my mind, because I've just been rocking out to this thing. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. Classic 1986 album. Everybody and their mom has heard at least 1 or 3 or 4 songs off this album. You probably don't even know it, but all of the band's hugest hits come from this thing. This is seriously like Bon Jovi's Nevermind or some shit. This album is packed with crunching guitars, catchy melodies, catchy choruses, awesome vocals. It's the whole package for any fan of rock. And speaking of rock, the very first song on this album, Let It Rock, starts this album off so perfectly. It's got the really awesome guitars that just crash in really loudly. Then this awesome church organ comes in. Just sends this album off on a really explosive note with the really catchy chorus, Let It Rock! It's so good. I love the chorus to this song. The lyrics are really good. I mean, it just pumps you up, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it slides right on into the next track. You Give Love a Bad Name, which really does not require any explanation at all. You all know how awesome this song is. And then after that song, you have another epic hit single, Living on a Prayer. So right off the bat, I know you're hooked. And then Social Disease, oh my god, those women having orgasms at the beginning of this track somehow enhances the music of this. And then the really catchy chorus on this song, the really infectious riff. The vocal melody on this track just kind of just flies. It's really good, especially going right into Wanted Dead or Alive. Blowing your mind with how awesome this album is, aren't I? On a steel horse I ride! Then the next side of this album, Raise Your Hands. The very beginning of this track reminds me a whole lot of like something Van Halen would do, which is nothing but good. The next track, Without Love, is what they call the ballad of this album, but it's nowhere near like really slow or anything like that. It's still a really powerful song with some really tender and heartfelt lyrics. The next song, I Die For You. I actually had a friend who burned me a CD and this song was on it. Really, really good written song, well-written song in my opinion. Really powerful. I really love the meaning of this song, and I really love how energetic it is. The entire album is really energetic with the guitars. There's never really a dull moment on this record. Never Say Goodbye might be the example, the next song on this album. It's definitely the slowest, even without love, which may even be also called another ballad actually. But it's a really good song, it's really heartfelt, it's really tender, the same reasons why Without Love is really good. Especially right next to the last song on the album, Wild in the Streets, which this one here has really good 80s synthesizer vibe to it at the very beginning of the track, and it just sends the album off on a really fun, faster message, which I think is perfect. So if you're any fan of rock music whatsoever, and you haven't heard this, this is definitely on that list that people make of albums that you need to hear before you die. I would definitely check this one out. Bon Jovi these days, he's just, I don't know what he's doing with all these country sounding shit. That song, Who Says You Can't Go Home, that's so not anything like this album, and it's really disappointing, but people can like what they like. Give this a try, Slippery When Wet, you'll love it. Bunny1235, I'll see you guys later.